And while you were at that command post, do you have any idea what time of day this was?
Not an exact time, but we were a couple hours into the ordeal.
So you're back at this command post that's on Sahaley. What happens while you're there?
I hear a female screaming about 3 houses away.
What did you do once you heard that female screaming?
I ran into the residence with an unknown state trooper and an unknown plainclothes officer.
And what, if anything, did you do when you got in there?
Went to sweep the residence, went to the master bedroom, which is in the back right corner of the house. There was a trooper ahead of me who turned around and came back out. I went to the master bathroom and saw a victim face down in the bathroom.
The female that you heard screaming, did you have any idea who that was?
I did not know who she was, but I later learned that that was the suspect's mother.
Did you have any interaction with anyone in that residence when you went in?
The mother was escorted out to the driveway, and I believe she was in a seated position due to hysteria. Overheard her screaming, "My son is dead," and then, "Where's my other son, Austin?"
And I think you mentioned that did you guys immediately go and sweep the residence and secure that residence?
We did.
And what, if anything, did you note while you were in the process of doing that?
The victim in the bathroom appeared to be beyond help. The bed in that bedroom had a couple of long weapons on the bed. In the open living area, there was an open gun box with a disassembled long gun that appeared to be new that hadn't been put together yet. The other bedrooms in the house had additional weapons staged, and there was a cache of ammunition stored, packaged up in sandwich bags.
Did you say sandwich bags?
Yes, sir.
And do you happen to recall, if you remember, what type of ammunition this was?
Shotgun shells.
After clearing the residence, what did you do?
EMS was brought into the residence to make an official declaration of death. EMS was escorted back out of the residence. Went to the driveway to maintain scene security of the residence. An unknown officer roped off the area with crime scene tape. Officers from another jurisdiction assisted with maintaining crime scene security. I went to the command post and was tasked with getting a team together to canvass the street.
And when you say canvass the street, that's kind of knocking on doors, seeing if anybody
Correct.
saw anything.
Knocking on doors, making sure that people are okay, and determining if they saw anything pertinent.
In your experience as a law enforcement officer, how would you describe this law enforcement response?
This is one of the biggest moments in my career. I've never seen a response this large. I think every agency in the county, to include state and federal partners, arrived. We even had officers, I believe, from outside the county show up.
And when you first were arriving in Headingham, fair to say that was a chaotic scene?
It was.
So when you get back to the command post, after seeing her walking around, knocking on the doors, calling out, what's the next thing that, if anything, that draws your attention to that house?
There was a scream that I'll never forget. I've never heard it before. And I ran down there, and there was a trooper and Rattelade and some other officers. The trooper went in first. The lady is still screaming, like she will not stop screaming. Went in the house. At this time, we went in the garage door, so somehow she had gotten the garage door to the house open. The trooper went ahead first. I went in right behind him, and I immediately knew that this wasn't right. Like honestly, I thought, this is the house. This is our shooter's house. I saw ammo all over the place. I saw guns out, strewn about all over the place. As officers were coming in behind me, I went with the trooper. We went, and then so Rattelade was there as well, and we found a white male in the bathroom floor.
That would be the primary bathroom?
That would be the primary bathroom. He was in the back, and he was on the floor.
And when you say he was on the floor, could you tell that he had been injured?
Yes. So as I stated earlier, I was a homicide detective, aggravated assault detective, been to countless crime scenes, and there was I'd never seen that much blood inside the bathroom. So I immediately knew that he was beyond help. At that point, there was just so much blood covering him.
Where was the defendant's mother at this point in time?
So she was located, and I want to say it was a bathroom of the house. Or it's like a bathroom when you go in, maybe off the garage, but there was a room there.
A separate bathroom, though?
That's correct, yeah, right when we went in, because we kind of went past her because other people were coming in behind us. They had removed her at this point and taken her outside of the garage and sat her down in the driveway to try to get her some medical attention. She was extremely hysterical, but that's where she was at that point.
And once you clear the house, make sure there's nobody else in the residence, where do you go from there? Sure. So as I'm coming back out of the house, we're clearing the house, making sure no one else is there. I go into what was a bedroom. Inside the bedroom, there was ammo strewn about there on the bed, and then there was also a handwritten note. And were you able to determine at some point whose bedroom that was? I later found out that it was the defendant's bedroom. And did you collect any of that evidence at that point, or what did you do at? Well, so at this point, it was my recollection that like the shooter was pinned down in a barn, but we didn't know who he was. So I was trying to gather as much information as I could about who this shooter was, because I believed that this was our shooter, and the only way to get that was to look to see. Well, one, I saw a note there, so I wanted to see what is this about, and then two, I wanted to speak with the mom because she clearly could have some information, maybe shed light that I could give to people that were out at the barn if we needed to negotiate with this individual or just get some more information. So you read the note at least in part? Yes, I did. Okay. And after you did that, did you go out and try and talk to his mother? I did. I went out and spoke to her, and she kept saying that we had to find who did this because they had that her son was missing and that he was probably scared. But she just kept repeating that, and I point blank I told her, I said, I think your son's involved in this. Did she give you his information about his name, telephone number, anything like that? I believe I got the names. I don't remember if I got the telephone numbers, but I do know that I got their both the boys' names. And she told you that the deceased son was James? That is correct. And that the son that was missing at this point in her mind was Austin, the defendant? Yes, sir, that's correct. And based on the information that she had provided you and what you read in the note, did you feel confident at that point that he was the individual who you were all looking for? Without a doubt.